Hello, 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 my darlings. Well, you're looking at a miracle for real. I have been a sick woman. Mm. Whew, I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you. I'm just grateful to be here to be able to talk. I haven't been able to speak almost since some time. And it's just, we are spiritual beings in a human form, and there's such a thing as spiritual warfare. I was so happy with 2024 coming in and all that I wanted to do to move our program along to help people. I got a nice letter, a note from somebody for 30, 40 years old, I forget which age. And she said she enjoyed my motivational statements, and I'm just so excited. And yesterday I wasn't feeling well, but I went over to Greenbrier because I wanted to get my peas and greens. I didn't cook anything. And I know I wasn't feeling well, but I went anyway. I tried to sit down in there. I said, okay, I need to go home. I'm glad I did because, man, that enemy just tried to just stop me. I mean, just stop me. But my son-in-law gave me something to say and says, I shall not die, but live and declare the works of the Lord. And that's what I say. You know, it was rough, people. So I have some antibiotics going on right now. I have a doctor coming tomorrow, and I have a doctor I'm gonna go to tomorrow. Because you can't win. You can't slow me down. You can't stop me. That means I really got something to say and something to do. When you get this kind of attack, like back to back for no reason, I'm out of the blue, you know, you know how that is. You tried it doesn't work like that. Because when you're committed, when you're really committed to what you're going to do and what you're trying to do, when we used to march, you say, ain't going to let nobody turn me around. You definitely ain't going to let that spiritual devil turn me around, because I didn't let anybody else turn me around. Not going before my time. And all this fighting means that I have a message. And I need to get that message out. So I'll start with this. Well, I love Hardly Initiated. Um, that's an excellent program. Hardly Initiated. I told you it's raw, but it's very truthful what they say. They say some stuff that makes a lot of good sense. So I bring their information to this platform because many of you all may watch me. You may not watch Hardly Initiated. I wish you would. I don't have as many subscribers as they do. I wish some of their subscribers would come over here, but it's okay because it's not about the subscribers. I'm thankful for the people that I do have. I'm thankful. And God will give me what I'm supposed to have. And so, in the meantime, they have some great messages over there at Hardly Initiated. Bishop R.C. Blake's has wonderful messages. And I love, 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 love Tony Gaskin. He has over 500,000 subscribers, but he is real. He and D1, I think my daughter turned me on to D1. I listened to Joshua Miles. Besides the fact that I listened to my daughter and her husband, the Reverend Swafford's at Gaines AME Church, and my own pastor, Reverend Dr. John Foster at Big Bethel AME Church. So I feel grounded. I don't necessarily feel, I'm not trying to say I'm all that in Christianity because, I'm the sinner every day. The sin every day. I'm not perfect. The perfect one has already come and coming back again. So, but when I read my Bible, well, I read something every day that gives me a verse. And sometimes I find something that I say, look at the paper towels up here. That's really classy, Georgianne. Still not classy. Okay. All right. So something I say all the time, and I say it because I don't know it, like my daughter and my other people would know it. Oh, I heard from Astria Wilson. She's now Reverend Astria Wilson in Louisiana. I taught her freshman year. She's been a good friend. I have some good friend students. How do you make friends with your students? I don't know. They're 19. They still friends with me at 30 something. but I love them. I love Brandy Mallory. She passed away here recently. You know, Kevin Reeves and um, it's there's somebody else, Jamil, Gerard. Oh, it's a bunch of y'all. But start calling names out. Let me go to this. I have come that they may have life and that they may have it more abundantly. That's the premise for me sitting here, that you have life and have it more abundantly. And one of the things that made me sit and watch the live show, well, I would watch them anyway, last night of Harley Initiated, is because they had Pastor um, James Edwards on, Pastor James. They have some good people on too. I hope I grow up one day to be on their show, because I'm not ready yet. But anyway, and he talked about some things that I want to share with you. I'm a little slow today. Please forgive me, because I'm still fighting. Antibiotics have not fully kicked in, and there's a little pain going on. But it's okay, because that's what I do. For those of you who are just joining A Slice of Life, this is the book that I started talking from. And I talk about my life. You know, you see I have my sorority sweat on today. I'm not sure if all this is appropriate or not, but this is what I had on to go get my medicine today. And to tell you the truth, I just feel like changing clothes. So, you know, I'm a Delta. That doesn't mean that the Divine Nine is not in my heart. Anybody who's not in the Divine Nine. This is all about sharing my life's journey with you. And I always say, don't do as I do. Do as I say do. Because if you do as I do, you'll be in trouble. And so A Slice of Life found this book as I was talking about myself. And I don't know these people. I don't get any money from them. I never met them. They walked through the door. I wouldn't know them from Adam's House Cat. But I like what they said. I like the subtitle, Getting Older Without Getting Old. And they have 7 A's in here that we've already gone over. You can go back to my old programs and get all the information. But this is super aging is what I'm all about. And then I wanted to bring in, and let me tell you, our second book, the one I'm working on now, is this one, A Life Well Lived. This one was 102 years old. Gladys McGarry, a medical doctor, that wrote this book. And I'm working on that book. And we talked about juice. I love her juice stories, you know. And I think the last thing I talked to you about was when you reveal your dreams, your juice will come, right? Your juice will come. But one of the things that R.C. Blake said when he gave his New Year's discussion, I'm gonna look at my paper here. Do you like my little setup here? I went and got me that light. The girlfriend went and got her real light so she can read some of these things. But R.C. Blake said, this is a question I want to ask you. And when he said it, I had to stop. He said he got a cup of whatever was in his, man, he raised that cup like the old school, you know, and sip out of it. You know, I love you, R.C. Blake. And he's been on Harley Initiated, and Tony Gaskin been on Harley Initiated, and D1 has been on Harley Initiated. That's all I needed. But anyway, R.C. Blake says, if there were, and I'm glad he had the right verb. Where's Dr. Eddie Shady Jones? If there were, what is that, the subjective? Yes. If there were no calendars, how old would you be? I'm going to say that again. What's my man, Reno? Reno always says it again for the people in the back. He has it. I won't steal what he says, but that's his saying. So I'll say for the people in the back, if there were no calendars, how old would you be? Oh my God, that is the most beautiful statement I have heard in forever. Because I tell you all the time, when they say age is just a number, it is. You know, it is hard for me to just put my head around my age. Because I'm like, when did I get this age? And am I going to miss I'm going to miss the love of my life because of this age? We did a Zoom birthday party today for my roommate, my roommate. I introduced her to her husband, Dolores Young Strawbridge. I turned 81 today, and and um and her daughter, Dr. Tiffany Strawbridge Lee, MD, um, had a Zoom party for her so she could see her friends and see her roommate. I just thought about I remember when Dee and I met when I introduced her to Straw. I was dating somebody on the football team at Clark instead of somebody at Morehouse. I thought he went to Morehouse. And so this brother, friends with Alvin, said, who you know over there? Who can I meet? And I said, I got just a woman for you. Her name is Dolores Young. There's something about her and something about him. I knew him from Alvin. I knew her because she had been my roommate and we were friends. We've been friends since freshman year. I was like, I got just a person. Two classy people. And he's gone on to heaven now, but they were married 50, 40 years, however many. It's beautiful. So I said all that to go back to what R.C. Blake said. Bishop Blake, I hate to not call you by your title, but you said if there were no calendars, how old would you be? How old do I feel? My body reminds me of how old I am. Sometimes I don't want to. I don't want to have a cane. I want to walk without one. But sometimes I feel like I'm gonna fall, and I don't know what that's from. And so I said I was gonna go to the gym because I don't want to look like that yet. I know how I can't do nothing about this, But how old would you be? So if I had to think how old I would be the age that I say this class is for. I would be 65 or 60. 60 is pretty good. I think 60 is pretty good. Because I can't hide but so much. But I want to go with 65. Now, when I was at Alta over in the mall, at Fabulous Mall over off of 280, over in Mountain Brook, Vestavia Hills. What's that mall? You all know that mall over in Alabama. Anyway, Fabulous Mall. This woman came up to me, a young woman. She said, "Oh, I like your style." I don't know what I had on. It was, what they said. It was all that. Because I was with my daughter. And I told her, I said, "Oh, well, thank you." I gave her my age. She said, "I know your skin." But, I've been working on this skin a long time. And I'm not saying it's the best of all skins, but I'm glad to know that somebody at least recognizes it. Try to work on it. That's the part I just want to do so badly. But I'm afraid to do that. Because I think it was Wayne McMillan, he makes jokes about people, I think, that do this. And then they can't move their mouth. You get all this pushed up, but you can't move your mouth. I don't know if I just want to look like that. Because you would know it's a lie. I don't think I like that. But what age? That's a good question. I'm rattling. I need to go on with what I'm doing today. But how old would you really be? How do you feel right now? I'm going with 60, 65. I'm going to stick with that. And so you're thinking like, well, dang, Georgianne, that's still old for somebody 40. I'm trying to say to you that it really doesn't matter. The only time I cry or get upset with myself is that I have some more things to do. I haven't done all my father's music. I have my Aunt Eleanor's lineup of best out. I got it started and then get it finished. The greeting cards are where I want them to be. And I'm still grateful. I'm always grateful for the Epsilon Center and Dr. Meeks for allowing me to put on my one-woman show. But I want to stand somewhere else. I want to stand at the Fox. I want it to be good enough to stand at the Fox. So, or at least sitting at the Fox while somebody else is singing my songs. Georgianne doesn't have to sing her songs, So I'm still talking about what age would it be. I'm going to 60 and 65. That's it. Let me go to the next thing. What did R.C. Blake say in his... I hope y'all heard... Now, I know you listened to Joshua Giles. He gave some predictions that are serious. And I'm watching them every day. He said, this gonna happen, this gonna happen, this gonna happen, this gonna happen. And the weather is showing up just like he said. Stuff is showing up just like he said. Joshua Giles, I don't know him, he doesn't know me. All right, I'm just sharing some Georgianites. Let's talk about, though, Hardly Initiated, what Pastor James Edwards said last night. And I just want to go over this just for myself. I'm going over it for myself, because he said, what is going to take you back to 2023? Now, we're in 2024, but some of y'all went to the party, or you went to church, or you went, that's 2024, it's 2024. But you back in 2023. You still back there with that old stuff. Yes, you are. You need to be coming on with this new stuff. This is too much eyeshadow right here. Y'all know I got some new eyeshadow, gold. You know I would get gold. Lord Jesus. Pray for me. But anyway, this is what Pastor James said. This is why you'll go back to 2023. And if I didn't get it right, y'all go back and look at Hardly Initiated and help me. Because you don't have the desire to come into 2024. You think you do, but you still back here. Number 2, you can't control your feelings. You can't control your feelings. So how are you feeling? You want to go back there because it's safe. Number 3, what you tolerate will dominate. So you can't tolerate what's going on right now. You know what's back there, so you go back and get that. So that'll dominate. Instead of new stuff, instead of going forward. Okay, we're trying to get you this way. And I told you about Lot's wife. Number 4, you think you could change God's mind by saying, I guess, a few Hail Marys and saying, okay, I can just talk to God and he'll be okay with it. No, you got something to do. You know you're supposed to do it. You don't change his mind. No. I need Pastor James to help me a little more with that. But anyway, you think you can change God's mind. Then this is one I loved. I love this one. You want to go back. When you cried like a baby. You boo-hooed like a baby. You boo-hooed, cried, carried on to get out of a situation. And because you can't figure it out, what you do? You run back. Excuse me. Pastor James, that was the best one for me. No, the last one is the best one. Number 5, that you couldn't see the greater vision. It's a greater vision for you. Do you know, let me tell you something. You see me? It's rough today. You think that let me stop? You let that stop me? I went and found another pair of these glasses. I got a whole bunch of them now. You notice? I got me something different. Yes, I did. I got on up, put some lipstick on. Yes, I did. All this is in pain. Yes, it is. All of it. All this is in pain. Yes, it is. The light wouldn't work for nothing. The tablet my daughter gave me, it did all kinds of things today. Just getting this light unhooked from somewhere took a lot of energy from me. Just finding everything, because I'm like Tony Gaskin. Tony said he don't have anybody help him. I don't have anybody help me. I'm not complaining. No. But I got to do it. And I said, Georgiana, you're not on the schedule. The devil think he going to hold you back. You just do it when you do it. You know I have things out by now. I was going to have it out last night. I was so sick. I said, oh, no. I'm going to pass this word forward. I'm going to pass the word forward that Pastor James gave. Because I feel like that's something I was supposed to do. I had a feeling like, I was, everything was aching. I was crying. But I was sitting there with my little pen and my little paper, making notes and crying, asking the Lord, what's wrong? Why is all this hurting? Why am I in such pain? But let me hear what Pastor James is saying. See, you got the, somebody on the other side of this tablet needs everything I'm saying. And I keep talking about that person in Great Britain. So, where did I leave off? Number 5, you could not see the greater vision. It's something bigger and better to do. And you know that. And then, Okay, you know what's going on. What's the last thing? Number 6. No, 7. So clarity on the vision. I think that goes to 5. You got to clarify that vision. Oh, I'm running out of time. It's taking me too long tonight. But number 6 is the one. Ooh, I'm feeling sick. Number 6. You wrestle with your unworthiness. That was mine. You wrestle with your unworthiness. And I didn't know I was that kind of person. I didn't know that about me. I never thought about being worthy. Like I never thought about value until Judge Ricks, Dollar Ricks told me about value. Valuing, how do you value yourself? And women should value themselves more. Mhm. This whole thing about wrestling with your worthiness. You get something and you say you're not worthy. Like the Shakespeare commercial that I messed up. I look back on it and I had already decided I wasn't worthy. So I didn't prepare, I didn't do, I didn't ask. I just showed up. Wrong, wrong, and wrong. Lost the commercial. I just felt unworthy and I didn't know that. It's hard for me to take compliments because I never thought I looked like everybody else. And thank God I don't. But you know, there was a standard of beauty that I grew up with and you didn't grow up with. And then I wanted to be a queen my freshman year. I thought that'd be something to do, but I never made it. And all the queens all looked alike at that time. I was thinking like, whoa. Then I had people tell me all kinds of things about, I told you those stories, the whole colorism thing. I was like, oh. So, and then you grow up with that kind of thing. I didn't grow up with that. But you grow up with not knowing how you look, because that wasn't important. And whether you read a book, this is some decent music with the church. That's what Georgia wanted to know. And I thank her for that, though, because we are all smart. My sister and my brother, very smart people. So, anyway, wrestling with unworthiness will make you go back into 2023. So I thank you, Harley Initiated, for having Pastor James on. For me to take notes in the middle of pain, for me to do this, not feeling well right now. But I think I might have to stop because it's coming down on me. Um, what else? You don't want to find out what's new. But, oh, I know one something he said that I say. Don't nobody owe you anything. Don't nobody owe me anything. Don't nobody owe you anything. Quit thinking somebody owe you something. And what he got me on was an apology. I just felt like somebody owed me an apology. But he said they don't owe you anything because they know if they give you the apology, they'll be through. So they'd rather not give you the apology because then they can have that over you and they'll go to their grave with it. And I had to think about what he said. I said, you're right about that. Nobody owe you anything. I said that all the time. So I want to make sure I say it again. You need to see about you. Whatever that takes. That's why we have the book Super Aging. Getting old without getting old. As I help you see about you. And this other book. As I talk about juice. One of the things she says, I'm going to have to stop because I'm really pushing myself. But I got to read this. She says, exploring the intersection of spirituality and medicine is a significant part of my role. She was about that spirituality and medicine. I heard about it on Tamron. Me and Tamron and I are on the same path. All the people who already made it, we're on the same path. Tamron says in 2024 means more, more, more. I like that. But anyway, there was a doctor on there talking about medicine, and he said it's better to look at medicine in a holistic point of view, and so does this woman. So she says, exploring the intersection of spirituality and medicine is a significant part of my role. But what if we don't know what our role is or how to follow it as it changes. My role has changed so many times. Don't be upset if your role changes. So what? Roll to the next one. And what happens when you feel called to so many things that we're pulled in several directions? I had people laugh at me. You doing too much. Don't let anybody tell you something stupid like that. You're doing too much. Do whatever it is. How many things you want to do. You sing, you dance, you jump, you shout, you write, you ride. Whatever that is, do that. Do it well though. That's what Dr. King said. If you're gonna sweep the floor, sweep it well. Whatever that is that you know how to do it well. I do about I had 7 sites. They're all done well. With Beverly Maddox, make sure it's done well. But I'm saying to you, whatever it is, I'm not trying to go back to 2023. I know where I am, and I can see that I have more to give, and there's a reason, a raison d'être for me being here. And the enemy is working hard to try to make me to leave up out of here, but I'm not leaving before my time. And yes, I'm not well today. I got that. But I'm going to take that out of my mouth and say I'm fine. I'm doing well. You know, I shall not die but live and declare the works of the Lord. All right. We're going to talk about the juice. We're going to continue with our book. The next chapter is Where Should I Pour My Juice? Ooh. Go back and look at Harley Initiated. Find R.C. Blakes. Find Tony Gaskin. Find Reno. I love Reno. He said, I got 5 things. I love him. I love him. It's some good people. Those are just the ones I know. But it's a lot of good people on YouTube that's sharing their lives. And you know what I'm happy about? I'm not saying that I'm not going to make it black and white, but I'm going to make it black folk. That's maybe on YouTube is the only place that we coming together. If that's the only place we come together, then doggone it, I'm happy. If that's the only place we are helping one another, then doggone it, I'm happy to be here. And I'd like you to subscribe. And I'd like for you to share. And I'd like you to tell somebody about me. But if I take the ones I got and give you what I'm doing, share with you the information I've gotten, if it's going to make your life better, make somebody's life better, then I have done what I'm supposed to do. I love you. You know that. You know I love you. There's some people who like that part. I love you and you can't do anything about it. And there's some people who say, oh, she just said that just to me. Y'all know who I'm saying it to. I'm saying it to all of you. I do love you. And you can't do anything about it. Oh, I got the new thing. Wait. My daughter will be like, what? I bought you something. Okay. Lord. Let's see. Okay, I got it. I love you.